RWBY, World of Remnants 2 and 3. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach the Jedi Otaku. It is Saturday, so that means that I am recording all of my videos, so that way I can edit and get all the stuff out to you on Wednesday and Thursday next week, or this upcoming week. Today we're going to watch some more RWBY. We've got Volume 2's World of Remnant. I've seen the first one. You can check it out right here. And now we're going to watch numbers 2 and 3 both together. And then I can start actually watching Volume 2 and starting with that. So I'm super excited for that. So let's just get into World of Remnant, number 2, Kingdoms. And... Kingdoms.
The world of Remnant is a dangerous place, particularly for man.
The broken moon, like I thought.
In the countless years that humanity has roamed the planet, civilizations have grown and fallen, but 4 have withstood the test of time: Atlas, Mistral, Vacuo, Vale. These 4 kingdoms, with the help of natural barriers and human tenacity, have proven that they have the will to survive. Each kingdom has a governing council to represent the people and their needs. Next comes the military. While most kingdoms only call on its citizens to serve when needed, others find it important to be prepared. There are still those who choose to venture outside the walls of the kingdoms. Roaming nomads and small villages are not uncommon, yet neither is their tendency to disappear overnight. Lastly, the Huntsman Academies. These institutions' sole purpose is to train the next generation of huntsmen. The next generation of defenders that will live and die to protect the lifestyle that they've become so accustomed to. Yes, the world of Remnant is indeed a dangerous place, but the 4 kingdoms stand as beacons of hope, as safe havens from the darkness that surrounds them. They are the key to mankind's survival, as long as they stand united.
All right. That was pretty interesting. The moon always strikes me as something suspicious with it when it comes to the origin of dust. The fact that the moon is all destroyed and still rotating around, but it looks like it's only partially there. You know, they've got the big chunk and then you've got these small chunks. So it seems like maybe the dust comes from the moon and that it's irradiated moon dust. And that's what is the powers that we have in this series. It's also curious, there are 5 countries, or 5 continents it looks like, and only 3 continents actually have, 3 continents hold the 4 kingdoms, and that there are 2 continents that don't have any kingdoms, and that there are nomads who disappear through them. So it's very curious, where are all of those people? Maybe it's the Faunists who are taking them in, maybe they're going to start an uprising against one of the kingdoms, perhaps. And what are the different... So we have the 4 other kingdoms. Vale, we know, has the Huntsman Academies to set up their armies and stuff. What do the other 3 kingdoms do when it comes to preparing for war? Interesting. Curious. Curious indeed. All right, let's watch the next one. Let's see, where are you? You right here. And we've got World of Remnant number 3, Grimm and Play.
The creatures of Grimm. A ravenous, destructive force that covers the majority of Remnant. While often referred to simply as Grimm in the common vernacular, these beings serve as the greatest foe to mankind. For as long as humanity can recall walking the surface of Remnant, so do they remember this wicked force.
4 claws.
Many
of
ancient
Western
cultures believed the creatures of Grimm to be animals possessed by evil spirits, or perhaps the spirits of tortured animals themselves. However, further study, as well as the discovery of newer, more horrific forms of Grimm, does not support this hypothesis. With new creatures discovered every day, scientists perpetually find themselves with more questions than answers. While very little is known of their origin, some key facts have been observed in the wild. First and foremost, the Grimm exclusively attack humans and their creations. While occasional skirmishes between wildlife and Grimm have occurred, these instances appear to be based on territorial provocations rather than a need for sustenance. In fact, the common belief is that the Grimm are not obligated to feed. They choose to. What is perhaps even more unsettling is the basis of their attraction. The creatures of Grimm are lured towards negative emotion. In the rare instances when villages are capable of defending against a wave of Grimm, their survival is not guaranteed, as widespread panic will only lead to more attacks. Little else is known about the creatures of Grimm. Keeping them in captivity has proven to be an understandably difficult task, as the creatures tend to either die or kill those who imprisoned them in the first place. To further complicate study, the corpse of a Grimm will only remain for a short period of time before completely evaporating. Those who hunt the beasts for sport find this particularly upsetting, but manage to get by with cheap taxidermic recreations and bombastic storytelling. Although the creatures of Grimm appear mindless, more delicate observation has proven contradictory. It has been noted that while younger Grimm tend to be more reckless, older Grimm, who have managed to survive their battles, have the tendency to learn from their experience and will exercise caution in the future. This perverse form of self-preservation allows the creatures to become more effective killers. And in the end, killing is all that matters.
I have so many thoughts now. So many fucking thoughts. Okay. With those two combined, plus what we know from the first world of Remnant, I can only guess at the fact that this is Earth from way long ago. They call the world Remnant. A remnant is a piece of something left over from something else. So this is the leftovers of what was once Earth, and that the meteor that shattered the moon and then came down crashing into the worlds is what is known as Remnant. And because of that, all of the things that the dust brings with it, I bet you the dust infected humankind, which is what caused the faunas to then become in existence. And faunas themselves are the creatures of Grimm caused by human experimentation. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that thought. Faunas are Grimm, but faunas were originally humans that were combined with creatures as a result of the moon crashing into Earth, becoming Remnant. This is my theory, guys. Tell me if you like it. If you don't, I don't care. I'm excited to find out more about it. That, plus the fact that they're intelligent, makes me also think that. So there are several reasons why I think that the Grimm are originally faunas or humans. One, they're intelligent, or they become increasingly intelligent the longer they live. Two, there's new variations always coming out. So that hints to me that there may be actually some organization, someone who is actually converting either people or faunas into these creatures of Grimm and actually creating them like chimeras in Full Metal Alchemist. All right, what are the other things that we know? Dust takes a lot of talent and ability to control and use in its raw form. So that would hint to me that anyone who is not able to use dust or crystals in their raw form and get overcharged by it then become creatures of Grimm themselves because of the power overload. I have so many different theories with this. Ah, okay. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm excited to find out. Like, comment, subscribe down below. Share with your friends if you want. And as always, my otakus, Jedi Otaku out.